Hey guys, welcome to Top 5 Niches of the Week, episode 163. I've got 5 print-on-demand niches that are in high demand right now and a few that are going to be in high demand in about a month or so. So we get to look forward to those and get out ahead of the demand. So I'm going to be sharing them with you in this video. Let's get to it. Let's kick things off with an Amazon merch sales update. I did 324 sales in the last 7 days. 244 on the US market, bringing in about $840 in royalties, and the rest are on the international markets. Looks like about $200 in royalties there, so over $1,000 in the last week. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'll link to my profile in the description. I post daily sales updates for motivation. By the way, I'm also doing pretty well on Walmart with print-on-demand sales there. I have 19 sales total. I'm just pushing products throughout the day, you know what I mean? And when I make orders, they're manually fulfilled, and I anticipate by the fourth quarter, I'll have a lot more impressive numbers. But of course, when you start from nothing and you expand your catalog over time, it's basically the same model I follow with Amazon Seller Central. So I do hope you guys appreciate the honesty there. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. 19 sales is 19 sales though, and I'm making $8 to $10 per sale depending on the product type that's sold. Oh yeah, and my Shopify store, my one product Shopify store has 12 sales to date, and that's completely organic. It's less than 2 months old. So pretty cool experiment there with both Walmart and Shopify. All right, the top 10. Here are the top 10 trending shirts on Amazon merch after we filter out the big brands, and it is exclusively July 4th. Who would have thought? Probably nobody surprised here. So niche number 1 this week, and this is really niche number 1 and 2 in this episode, are going to be targeting the next 7 days, all right, the next week. If you're in Amazon merch tier 10 and you're trying to make sales to get eligibility for tier 25, you want to be in these niches right here, niche number 1 and niche number 2 that I'm going to show you. Niche number 1, the primary keywords we honed in on are July 4th, as you would expect, right? There are a lot of sub niches for July 4th. There's even a Juneteenth sub niche of July 4th, right? You see that shirt's indexed in the number 7 spot, all right? So yeah, there's a lot of demand there, but lots of different, you know, sub niches. We've got George Washington riding a shark with an American flag in the background. Standard USA shirts, which I can't believe people buy on Amazon, because can't you go to like Old Navy and buy that for like $5? I don't know. Maybe times have changed. It's been a long time since I've been to an Old Navy, but I know around July 4th, they would have like super cheap t-shirts. I think they did like an annual shirt actually for the 4th, if I remember correctly. The MILF shirt, man, I love fireworks. USA, monster trucks. Got the Abraham Lincoln, my farts smell like freedom. The back it up, Terry, put it in reverse, what you doing? The July 4th meme, just here to bang, fireworks. Okay, there's lots and lots and lots of sub niches. By the way, if you're like, Ryan, I get that there's great demand for July 4th, but I am a bad designer. Well, Creative Fabrica has what you need to succeed. They've got graphics spanning every print-on-demand niche probably in existence, but especially July 4th, as you can see here. I'm going to drop a link to Creative Fabrica in the description. You can join for as little as $4.99 a month. So niche number 2 this week, similar to niche number 1, the keywords I targeted are USA. So niche number 1, we looked at July 4th as the primary keywords. Niche number 2, USA. You might be like, but Ryan, they're very similar. Yes, they're very similar, but if you understand how Amazon's search algorithm works, they yield different results. So by looking at the just straight up, you don't need, by the way, this is Podly. This is the research tool I'm using to get these results behind me. I'll also link to them in the description. They expedite the niche research process, but by no means you have to use them to be successful. You can also just go to Amazon and do a quick search. Of course, you're going to get a lot of, you know, results that aren't helpful. When you use Podly, you really do. It helps you find the winners like right away. Anyways, we're looking at the keywords USA. Yes, it's very broad. I get that. But this is why I look for sub niches. This is why I scroll and I'll look at like the top 100 shirts, because there might be some hidden gems in there that people are overlooking that are still associated enough with the 4th of July, you know, the calendar date 4th of July that's coming up, right? And you might be able to tackle these sub niches. Like, what was the other one that we saw here a second ago? Oh, I guess top 10. The stay strapped or get clapped. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's one that sells really well every year, but I know this year, like, it doesn't ring a bell as that it was on my radar. Like a lot of these, you know, year over year, a lot of the stuff is similar. But the George Washington stay strapped or get clapped, like that's one that You know what I mean? Might be a new or seeing some increased demand in 2023 that maybe it didn't year over year. Granted, it is in the top 10, so everybody knows about it now. But like there might be some equivalent of that down, beyond the 50th bestseller, and the rewards are kind of there waiting for the people that are hungry enough to really like spend a little bit of extra effort and time on their niche research. And again, using Podly, using a tool like that really expedites the process, so you don't have to filter through a ton of irrelevant products. So niche number 3 this week, getting away from July 4th, the obvious trend before we kind of have a void of big trends. Niche number 3 is going to be Black business. The month of August is Black business month. So we're going to see increased demand for products indexed on Black business as the primary search terms. Here are just a couple ideas for various sub niches. And you could probably skip the shirt in the number 6 spot over there with the cat and a tie on that just says meow. I don't know why that's indexed on this, but beyond that, the rest all are, and always, guys, always play it safe, validate your keywords, check trademarks, all that good stuff. Like I see a couple Black Wall Street shirts. I don't know firsthand whether or not, you're going to be okay to post those. I always drop a link in the description to my Is This Niche Safe video, which shows you not only how to check trademarks, but also how to validate with a little bit more certainty what keywords and phrases are going to be safe on Amazon merch before you hit submit, so you don't have to put your account at risk of a rejection. I do recommend watching that video if you haven't seen it. It's linked in the description. All right. Niche number 4 this week. Oh, before we get to niche number 4, guys, quick plug for my free print-on-demand mini course. It is very thorough. I spent well over 30 hours writing it. I rewrote the whole thing in 2023, so I hope you'll check it out. All you need to do is give me your email address, and you will receive it 1 lesson a day. Linked in the description. All right, and my print-on-demand Facebook group is a great place to network with other print-on-demand sellers. It's linked in the description as well. Niche number 4 this week is back to school. Back to school, but it's June. Yeah, it's June. And to be honest, guys, I should have told you, put earmuffs on your kids in case they're listening, because I don't think they want to be thinking about school right now. But back to school is going to be here before we know it. You know what I mean? Fortunately, not for me. You know what I mean? But one of the benefits of being an adult, what's crazy is I went to, I guess from my whole like school career, I went straight from like college to grad school, and straight from grad school, like the very next semester, to teaching. So I actually didn't like leave school. Because I taught after grad school for 7.5 years. Like I don't even know. I don't even know if I did the math, but like, yeah, straight from like undergrad and college to grad school to teaching for 7.5 years, man. It was a long time that I was associated with school, whether as a teacher or as a student, with no break. But I loved it. I love that environment, and I still am a teacher today. But now I'm doing it, for myself. I'm not. They don't pay teachers very well if you teach at the college level. So. Anyways, back to school shirts. They're going to be in high demand in August. Yes, we're setting the focus on August. Top 5 niches implies that there's going to be a lot of demand associated with these niches. So rather than me going and trying to show you like low demand evergreens, why don't I just keep it real with you? If you want to position yourself to hopefully have a organic, ranking towards the top of a back to school sub niche, it's never too early to start. You know what I mean? You can start throwing these products up like 2 months early. And if you track a lot of the top, Amazon, well, you can't, it's hard to track Amazon, but like on Etsy, you can track shops. A lot of the top shops are staying like 2 months out in advance of these big trends. So back to school. Niche number 5 this week is another August niche. August is also dog month. And who doesn't love dogs? I love my dogs. Dog month. So any designs associated with dogs are going to see an increase in demand in August. Again, another very high level, very generic niche. I don't recommend just uploading a shirt that says Happy Dog Month. I would probably just look into various sub niches related to owning dogs as pets. By the way, the pocket designs, you see that one in the number 2 spot right there, the dog in the pocket. You've probably seen this on your own time during your research, but like no joke, pocket designs sell really well, especially on Etsy. I definitely moved at least one today. I was checking my Etsy sales this morning. And I'm not going to say what the cross niche was, but you can put different things inside the fake pocket. When I say pocket design, I mean literally it's a shirt that does not have a pocket. It's just a pocket design, and then you can put different things in the pocket. I don't know why they sell as well as they do, but they sell really well, and it shouldn't surprise you to see, of course, dog month as the primary keywords. You've got a dog in the pocket there in the number 2 bestseller. All right, emerging trends. These are shirts that have seen a significant jump in BSR relative to their 30-day average BSR, indicating a coming trend. And what do you know? They're all pretty much July 4th. All right, no surprise. Looking ahead, these are these are trends coming at least a month out related to specific dates. July 25th, Threading the Needle Day. July 26th, All or Nothing Day. July 27th, National Love is Kind Day. July 28th, National Water Park Day. Shout out to the water parks. I went to one in May in Florida, and it was a lot of fun. July 29th, International Tiger Day. And don't infringe on Tiger King. That will not end well. But if anybody remembers Tiger King, Joe Exotic from Netflix back in 2020, ages ago in 2020, I love that show, man. I don't know how many times we've rewatched it, but it's so entertaining. So shout out to Joe Exotic. But do not sell Joe Exotic products for Tiger Day. All right, the archive. These are products that were trending and selling really well 11 months ago, which could be indicative of products that'll be selling really well 1 month from now if you believe in year-over-year repetitiveness. And I mentioned that we kind of enter a void after July 4th where there's no clear-cut big trend unless there's something in like the news cycle or it's like a presidential election year, something like that. Then sometimes there is. But a lot of well-dispersed evergreens 11 months ago. So not a clear-cut direction to provide here. And remove designs to wrap up the video. Here you go. You got an Elton shirt. You've got a, I think it's like a Cuba shirt behind me. What is that? Like a soccer shirt up there in the top left. So I don't know exactly why these were removed, but take a peek and play it safe. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Quick plug for my full print on demand course. It's linked in the description. It covers research, design. It covers how to learn, get started, and then excel on an expert level on all the major e-commerce platforms, namely Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Walmart, and Redbubble's covered as well. It covers strategy for the smaller platforms. It covers upload automation and other automation tools. And you get lifetime access to all the content and future content. So pretty good deal, I would say. It's linked in the description. It literally outlines how I made six-figure profits every year since 2019 with my print on demand business. By the way, I did that before quitting my day jobs. Yes, jobs plural. I had my 9 to 5. Then I was teaching 3 classes per semester. So if I can do it, I know you can do it too. But it definitely helps to have somebody that's been there show you the ropes. I also do weekly live streams and have a ton of resources. A lot of good guests. I got 2 guests joining this upcoming week for my private community members. If you want to join, the link is in the description. If you only join for 1 month and cancel, I will give you more Etsy free listings. If you sell on Etsy, you get free listings that exceed the value of what you pay me. So it's a pretty good deal. So it's linked in the description if you want to take me up on it. I'll see you this week if you do. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video.